So I have a payment plan. I have to pay 2,450 every 2 months. That includes the books. Also they includes like a PowerPoint Office package, like PowerPoint, Word, Excel.
Hi, my name is Sardi. I'm the host of this podcast. I'm here with Alejandro. Alejandro is an international student studying at ILAC. He's currently studying sales and marketing, and he's from Venezuela. Hi, Alejandro.
I started. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. Tired, a little bit tired because I just came from work, but hey, I promised I was gonna be here today, so I'm a man of my word. So if I
Thank you for
promise
coming.
it,
I
I'm
really
gonna do it.
appreciate it.
Oh,
It's
no
so good
problem.
having you on the
I
show.
appreciate you for inviting me.
Of
Thank you.
course. All right, to start off, I thought I'd ask you a fun question. So, what's it like living in a country that has two official languages?
Well, actually, I like that you asked me that question because I used to live in Quebec City before living here, and as you know, in Quebec City, they don't speak much English, so I had to learn French from scratch, which was a experience. Honestly, it was an interesting experience. I don't know if I can describe it as a good experience or a bad experience, but it was definitely something that I never did before. And yeah, like and now I'm here in Vancouver. I came here 5 months ago. So I had the chance to see both sides of the country, like the French side and the English side, because here people don't speak any French. So it's interesting to see that.
Yeah, definitely interesting. No, I know for sure. I'm actually half French Canadian, so my mom's actually from Quebec, and I've been to Quebec City many times. And yeah, it's definitely super different. Nobody really speaks English there, so
Yeah,
you really outside of Montreal, it's kind of hard to find people that speak English. So yeah, you definitely have to
yeah.
know French. But
Don't you
thankfully, for
feel
me, French is
like
Canadian.
Quebec City is like Europe? No, no
Yeah,
problem.
there's a lot of like European
Like
influence,
it
definitely.
feels like the castle, the Chateau Frontenac, all of that.
Yeah, totally.
But it's pretty though.
Right.
It's pretty.
So yeah, in
We're
this podcast,
going
we're going to
today.
talk a little bit more about your experience and your day to day life here. What's it like coming from Venezuela to here? What's it been like for you in terms of adapting to the weather? We're going to talk a little bit about networking, what ILAC has to offer, and yeah, all of that. So without further ado, I'm going to jump right into my next question. What is the difference for you between studying high school and studying at a post secondary level?
Well, high school is maybe the main difference is that here you are studying like a career that you wanted to study, a specific subject that you are interested in, that you find, I don't know, interesting. And high school is like general subjects. You study everything of everything. Sometimes you don't like a subject, and well, you have to study anyway because you have to pass. But here is like you have the power to decide and to choose whatever you want to apply yourself in. And I think that might be. And also, you
Yeah,
are an adult here, and when you're in high school, you're a child, yeah, adult,
of course.
teenager.
And
Yeah,
that's a huge difference. Okay, now I
yeah.
want to talk a little bit about what's it like living here in terms of costs, going to school, like for education, rent, books, that sort of thing.
Expensive, expensive as it's really expensive. I always like with what I pay here for my room. That is a share room with with two other guys. Um, I can rent a three-bedroom apartment in Houston, Texas, in United States, like for the same price. So it's like the cost of living here is high, to be honest. But
Yeah,
well, it's also like my school is I think is the cheapest one from all the schools that you can go here. And even I find it expensive, even though it's the cheapest one to
and what
work
is like,
a lot.
and what is kind of like the cost, like the average cost for like going to ILAC and like in terms of like the tuition, the books, and all of it.
Well, I have in ILAC I have payment plan. So I have a payment plan. I have to pay for 2,450, 2,450
Mm.
for
And
every 2 months. So in
okay,
total,
and does that
it's
include your
like
books or is that
no, yeah, yeah. That includes the books, includes like the also they includes like a PowerPoint Office package, like PowerPoint, Word, Excel, um, includes the books, and that I think that's what it includes for that price.
nice?
Yeah.
And how is like the rent and all of that? Like,
The rent I pay 810 for my room. It's in Burnaby. Um, I think it's for what I seen here, it's not too bad. I think here you can find worse prices here for rent. But
no,
well,
sure.
yeah, yeah, like crazy prices. No? And I think I met a girl that was sharing like she was living with 12 people and she was paying like 1,000. I say 1,000 something, 1,000 something.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, Vancouver definitely
Yeah,
can get expensive. And also, like, depending on the area that you live in too, as well, there's definitely a bit of a difference in the cost for sure. Yeah.
yeah.
Now my next question is how do you balance your school with having a part-time job and like your social life?
Man, difficult. Like yesterday, I was just because I had to work today, and yesterday I finished school, and I was like, my plan was going to my house and sleep early because I had to wake up at 5 a.m. So like that was my plan, but I ended up going to a bar with some friends, with friend Victor from Ecuador and two guys that I didn't know. I met them that night, really cool people. But yeah, I ended up in a bar until 1 a.m. And then the next day, today, I was like almost didn't woke up to go to work because I was so tired. Because yesterday I worked also, so it was like accumulating the tiredness on my body, and I needed to sleep. And I sleep like 3 hours,
Oh my
and
gosh,
so I
that's
think
crazy.
it. Yeah, it's. But hey, they have. I ate some good chicken wings yesterday. They were fire. It's
That's good.
called Two Parrots. I don't know if you've been there. Two
Yeah, I've
Parrots
heard of
Bar.
it. And it's also very cheap too on
It's
Thursdays.
good.
They have
I like.
amazing discounts for chicken wings.
Yeah, bro. I ate like 10 chicken wings, bro. And damn, well, I think it's not easy to how you say to manage all of that, like your social
Yeah, to
life
manage
and
the time.
the work and the school, because like we have like 24 hours in the day. Like we have, to make decisions on what we have to pay attention, like what we have to um, prioritize, and
Yeah.
sometimes no, it's no time for everything in one day. Well,
And breaking
we
priorities is
make what.
well, I definitely think you should prioritize on sleep for sure. Sleep is super important because it'll help balance out, I think, all the other areas as well of your life, like your social life and
No, for sure.
your job.
It's just my friends are a bad influence, and I let myself drag into Two Parrots bar. I let them drag me into the Two Parrots, bro. Oh yeah, for sure. Like sleep is essential. Like sleep and
It is.
eating and food also, like cooking in
Yes.
the weekends. Like I try to cook in the weekends for the rest of the week because
Yeah.
I also spending to buy food in the street here too expensive too.
It'll help
Expensive
also
buying
like
food.
yeah, and if you're eating well and you're sleeping well, it'll help influence all of the aspects of your life. Like it'll help with your school, with your work, with your social life. Like it'll really yeah, which is why I couldn't suffice enough to everyone out here. Yeah, to like make sure you get good sleep and make sure that you're eating healthy. Now my next
No, for
question.
sure. As I
Go
said,
ahead. Yeah,
like
so my next
when you eat good, it's like for me at least, I don't feel tired. Like when I eat street food, I feel tired and I want to sleep. And when I eat my
mm,
food I cook, I feel like with energy and I can like do more things in the day. So cook, bro. Stop eating in the street. Stop eating McDonald's. Not good for the viewers. Okay,
yes.
ask me.
Now my next question is what has it been like for you in terms of like adjusting to the weather? Because I know that in Venezuela, obviously the climate is probably quite different. And also I know that you lived in Quebec and you've lived here and where it's totally different climates as well. So how did you adjust to the weather when you moved here?
Well, I can say that I love the weather here, even if it rains and it's cold. They call this city Vancouver, but I live in Quebec City, and for me, the winter there was like a killer. Like the winter there, couldn't live there. Like that, the main reason why I couldn't live in Quebec City is because of the winter,
And how did
and
you
like
adjust
the
though?
whole city dies. Did I? Nah, like I wore like jackets, like a lot of clothes, um, to not to go through the cold. But even though with all the clothes and stuff, like the city itself, when it's winter, it dies kind of like the clubs closes in Quebec. The club close. There's like two clubs at most in Quebec City, and like all of the clubs close, like both of them. I don't know, like there's no people on the street. Like people go from work to house and that's like the whole routine. So
Yeah.
it was kind of boring the winter, but summer was good. And here in Vancouver, I haven't lived the winter here, so I don't know how is it. But I
Hmm.
lived the what's the spring time?
Hmm.
That's yeah, and summer. And summer, bro, beautiful. I don't have no complaints, like because the Venezuela is too hot sometimes, but it's always summer, but it's too hot. It's a tropical climate, it's a tropical weather. It's a Caribbean country, so it's always hot. And here, like summer is hot, but it's just like the perfect temperature, like 21 degrees, something like that. And it's like not so hot that you don't want to go out, but it's neither like so cold. Yeah, so I like it. I love summer here, like the weather, and it didn't rain so much neither. So let's see how is winter here. But nah, also like I don't know, maybe because I live in Quebec and I'm comparing, and instead of Vancouver with Venezuela, I'm comparing Vancouver with Quebec because that was my last
Yeah,
stay was in Quebec.
of course.
So I prefer this weather, and I'm grateful to be here. I like it,
Yeah, of course. And
but
I
it's
want to ask,
cold. The weather is cold. That's what I don't like. Like the beach is cold. The weather is too cold. Even in summer, like in Venezuela, it's like a sauna. The beach there is hot, like warm,
yeah,
and so good. Yeah,
yeah, but it's just an adjustment, and eventually, your body will.
yeah.
Now,
And we don't have seasons neither, so I need to like adjust to the seasons also.
mhm, of
I don't even
course.
know. I don't even know where the seasons come. Like what time of the year, like winter comes. I think now, no. It's the next. No, next one is
No, it's gonna be
autumn,
like in
autumn, autumn,
fall first, yeah, fall, and then
fall
when,
now,
yeah.
and then
Now my
winter.
next
Okay, we
question,
have some time.
yeah. Now my next question for you is, I want to talk a little bit about the multiculturalism here. So, how do you think multiculturalism shapes student life?
Well, I think Vancouver is really multicultural place. Like there is a lot of different cultures living here in
Of
the
course.
city, and I can compare it with Quebec. Again, like in Quebec, I didn't see so many people from so many different parts of the world. Like I mostly saw people Quebecois, like people from Quebec, and it was surprising for me to get here and see like yeah, like everyone is from everywhere in the world, and I think it's the best for me. It might be the best part of studying in here is that I got to meet so many different cultures and perspectives and ways of seeing life. That's like I wouldn't know like a lot of things that I know now if I about other cultures and stuff if I wasn't studying here, in an international.
Right.
Yeah, like so good because you got to open your mind, like, and you realize that there's not as objective truth. Like there's so many different truths and so many different realities and
Mm.
ways of seeing the world, and that's fire. I like that.
Hmm. Now, my next question is, okay, I want to talk a little bit more about what ILAC has to offer. So, can you talk a little bit about what kind of clubs, sports, extracurriculars they offer? Things also for international students.
Well, ILAC has to offer. They have books. They have.
Well, no, I
Um,
mean like in
I
terms of
don't
like
know.
clubs and sports, like things like outs, like
That's why I'm telling. I'm trying to say something because I don't know if they offer nothing like that. Like, well,
mm,
they offer. Yeah, they do. They have like in your email. They send you like job opportunities. They send you what's the name of this thing? Um, volunteer. They send you
volunteer.
like if you volunteer, yeah. But for example, I was volunteer in the fashion week of this year because of ILAC because they sent me an email like sending me like, hey, you want to volunteer here? And I was just getting here in Vancouver. I didn't have a job still yet, so I did. Yeah, why not? And I just volunteered for the fashion week, and it was a cool experience. That was
Wow, that
thanks
was
to
a
ILAC.
really experience.
So yeah, you been to fashion week before?
Yeah, I did. I went to New York Fashion Week. Yes, I didn't do the Vancouver
Oh,
one,
that
but I did several fashion shows in Vancouver. Yes, probably a lot of my friends were in the one that you volunteered in. Like a lot of my model friends were probably in it. So yeah.
no, probably
Um,
yeah. But you know everybody, like probably it were because you know everybody here in the city. I know. Like every time I go out with you like around the city, or I meet you in some place, but everybody meets you like, hey, what's up? How are you?
oh my
You
gosh.
know
I
the
mean,
whole city of Vancouver.
I know
Oh, yeah,
people,
that's
but
cool. You're famous.
I mean, wow. I don't know. You're making me blush. Thank you.
No, no
Now
problem.
I want to talk a little bit about networking. So I want to know, does ILAC offer any networking opportunities?
Well, yeah, I think the thing with the volunteers, it can be a door for you to start networking. Like I met some people there in the fashion week. Oh, I actually met the of the fashion week also of the Vancouver fashion week. Like I took a picture with him. I met like the guy that does the lighting of the event and the sound design and stuff like the all the screens and the lights and stuff like that. I met him. He's a Mexican guy. He's really cool. Daniel, shout out to Daniel. Yeah, I made like you can. What was the question about networking? That okay. Yeah, yeah. I think that might be the and they also do events like job fairs, and you can go network there. Like I think you can network anywhere. Like I met you in Aura. Like I met you in Aura in a nightclub. So
That's true. Yeah,
whatever
you
place where
can.
there's people around, you can make connections.
Now, I
Yeah,
guess so.
sure.
Leading into my next question, then, how do you think someone could network if they're shy? Like, do you have any tips for shy people that want to network?
For shy people, hey, here everybody. Well, I feel that even though Vancouver is really friendly, um, for me, people here are really friendly and it's really easy to make friends in comparison to other places. Maybe here also people always like alone in some way, or not alone, but maybe more individualistic than in Venezuela, for example.
Hmm,
And like I think sometimes the way I see it is that everybody wants to belong to a group or make connections, and make friends, but no so many people wants to give the towards someone else, like random a person on the street to make that connection. And that has been at least that not having fear to speak to people that I don't know yet because I think man this guy probably and also like because there is a lot of people from different parts of the world here, different parts of the world. It's like probably he's alone too, and he wants to belong, meet someone else. Like maybe that's at least what I feel also sometimes. So
of course.
and when I try and do and like go and say something to a random guy, like usually we end up having a conversation. That's how I met most of my friends here. So I don't really have an answer because I'm not like a speaker coach, but my answer would be like try it and like think about the worst thing that can happen is that that guy doesn't want to speak with you, talk to you or something. That's the worst thing. Like, no, bro, leave me alone. Okay, no
Of
problem.
course.
That happened to me yesterday. That happened to me yesterday, actually,
Now, my next question is,
in the SkyTrain.
how do you think Canadian schools set you up for a global career? So, like, how do you think that the skills that you learn in a school here, like for example, ILAC, could help you land a job in another country abroad? Like, say you wanted to learn or work in another country. How do you think that what the skills you acquire here are good for that?
Well, probably because I'm studying in Canada and it's a first world country. I think even if the school where I study is not like the most known one or the most, prestigious, it can be like really like it can be like a lot of you can open a lot of doors with that diploma or
Right.
yeah that I don't know PhD that you got like whatever you got. And yeah, I think even the smallest institute here can open you a lot of doors outside, like in every part of the world, because you know
Yeah.
it's like okay, you study in Canada, bro. You know something. At least you to know something. You study in
Yeah.
Canada, like at least you know English. If you go to only by studying in Canada and you go to Venezuela, like okay, man, you're someone. Just speak English at least. Higher.
Well, I think you're someone either
Yeah,
way, but I think it's just, yeah, I think, I do think that, yeah, knowing English obviously is a key, especially when living here,
yeah.
and it is a very good
It's
language
like
to know.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And it gives you like also even more than the fact that you study the you study or whatever career you study, it's more the fact that you went to another country and you live in the country for a while and you have experience from different places. Like like at least now I'm doing construction and it has nothing to do with my career or with my program, but I think that's gonna help me with a lot of things in the future. Like I have learned a lot of things that I didn't know before, and yeah, I wasn't planning to do that. It just happened because that's the job I found, the employment I found. But it's I more than the final goal of getting the diploma is like the process before that. That's what gives you like all of that, keys to open
100%.
doors in this life.
Yeah. Now, my next question is, what do you think is the best internship a student could land here in Canada?
Damn. What's an internship? Like I don't know nothing about internships. It's like a career.
Like, I think it's kind of like a job that you get while you're like, that's kind of
Ah,
something
okay,
that deals
intern.
with
Yeah.
what you're studying.
Oh yeah, I got internship.
Almost like a co-op, I think.
Yeah, yeah. Well, probably if you like the career you choose to study, like something related to that career. Like in my case, I'm studying marketing, business marketing, marketing and sales and marketing. Probably something Apple, where I have to do like I don't know, something related with marketing for Apple for a new iPhone, something like that. Like something big, like a
Yeah.
big company.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, this that can be hard to get at first, but not possible for sure. I definitely think
Uh,
that, yeah, when you keep working
oh,
at it,
you asked for the best one. That's the best one for me.
that's
But
true.
yeah, it's not
Well,
easy though. It doesn't sound easy to
now, what is one skill that you think every student in Canada needs for the future? If you could think of like one skill.
communication. I think
Mm,
communication.
yes.
It's like not knowing how to project your ideas, now learning on how to speak to an audience or to someone else and make it seem interesting, like or
Yeah.
just like express yourself in the most free way that you can, without
Yeah.
yeah without fear.
No,
Communication.
that's great. Yeah, I agree that communication is number one. It's so funny because actually the guest I just had on before said the exact same thing as you. It's like you almost read each other's minds. You
Yeah,
guys gave pretty much almost the exact same
we're
answer.
connected.
But
We're
it's true
connected,
though.
man. I know
Communication
that
is,
guy even.
it's crazy. Yeah, communication is it is like a really important skill to have, I think. in networking and I mean in everything in life. I mean relationships, friendships, communication is a huge key. So yeah, I
Yeah,
definitely agree with that. That's a skill
like
that
when I go out with you, you always talk about networking. You always say we always talk about networking. That's communication. That's essentially
that
that's
is, yeah.
communication too.
I mean networking is
Like
important.
that's
It is important in life, but you know, it's not everything and but it is I think it is definitely yeah, it does it
yeah,
does play a huge role I think in life at some point at least. But anyways, that was all my
yeah.
questions for you today. So thank you so much for coming on the podcast. I really loved having you and hearing about all your experiences about living here and living in Quebec and all of that. So just to give a little bit of a recap to the audience of what we spoke about. So yeah, we spoke a little bit about adjusting to the weather. We spoke a little bit about what ILAC has to offer in terms of like networking and helping out in job searching. We also talked a little bit about rent, cost of living here. We talked a little bit about, yeah, just different things that are offered in this city and that are offered to students here. But yeah, I really enjoyed hearing all of your experiences. Alejandro was really amazing. Thank you so much for sharing your knowledge
No,
with.
thank you,
Yeah,
thank you,
I had a
thank
really
you
good
for
time.
the questions. First time doing an interview, I appreciate it. It was
Of
fun.
course, of course, anytime.
You're a cool person.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
All right. Okay. Well, I'll
No
see you guys in the
problem.
next episode. And in my next episode, I will have Cuslin, and Cuslin is an international student at UCW. So, yeah, we're going to hear a little bit about her journey. So, thank you so much.
Hey,
And that's
that's a
all from
big
me.
one.
See you in the next
UCW.
episode. Bye, guys.
Bye.